News time! Hi everybody, welcome to BrickVault. It's Mike here and welcome to another weekly news update. This is the second recording we're doing from the new studio of the news, so the room is a bit echoey still. We're still working on those sound panels, but should be done pretty soon. This week was a very fun tweet from Lego that teased a new set that's coming. I'm gonna be talking about that. Also, the hated and loved BrickHeadz theme got a few updates. Things are coming this year to basically expand our collection, and a few other small things happened this week as well. If you haven't checked already, check out our web store at brickvault.toys. The new model is in the 1989 Batmobile from Dave Slater. It's a really awesome model. I highly encourage you to check it out. We are really amazed and happy and impressed that we finally have it in our store. The instructions and parts lists are available right now. Go check it out. Any purchase you make supports our channel and any designers like Dave that are working with us on these mocks. Check that out, and now let's jump into the news. This week we are starting off with a very awesome tease coming directly from Lego and surprisingly from two other sources on Twitter, that's Aston Martin and the official Twitter James Bond profile. On June 14, 2018, Lego Twitter profile posted a tweet saying, "We've been thinking about creating a special Secret Service model that could help an agent out in a tricky situation. Any ideas? At Aston Martin, #license to build." That's the end of quote, and it what seems to be a completely planned operation obviously. Aston Martin replies, quote, "We may have a few ideas for what the special model could be. Smiley face, #license to build." That was shortly followed by a tweet from official James Bond Twitter saying, quote, "License to build is authorized, #license to build," and including that picture. As you can see, it's a classified file resembling those of intelligence agencies like MI6 with a number of hints towards James Bond. There is an authorization of M, a line below saying the attached original is number 007, and is filed under the personal file of Q. Yep, those are all James Bond letters and numbers that every fan knows clearly. Now, breaking down this series of tweets, the guess of the next big set connected to the James Bond lore comes clear, possibly an Aston Martin car that appeared in one of the James Bond films or books. There are a few options here, as Aston Martin, through the magnificent mind of Q, provided the 007 agent with different models throughout the films, the DB5, the DBS, the V8 Vantage Volante, the DBS V12, the V12 Vanquish, and the DB10. There is a lot of beautiful Aston Martins, and the most iconic and recognizable one is the DB5, which appeared in a total of 8 films: the Goldfinger, Thunderball, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, Casino Royale, Skyfall, and Spectre, and that alone would make it a perfect choice to become a LEGO set if this is meant to be a homage to the 007 history. However, there is one thing surprising about this collaboration alone. As we know, James Bond does not necessarily have a license to build, but a slightly different one, and his films are not always violence-free, and that, in my opinion, does not connect with LEGO violence-free themes agenda, but at the same thing, they are doing Marvel, DC, and Star Wars, which, even though it is mostly sci-fi or comic book style violence, are not free of violence after all. Personally, I am super excited for that collab, and seeing a hopefully large-scale model of a James Bond vehicle with all its cool, perhaps functional gizmos included in the build is a dream come true for any James Bond fan. As surprising as this team-up may be, it is very welcomed one, and I cannot wait for the official announcement on what the set is, or maybe it is several sets, who knows. And now on to new sets announcements. Guess what? More BrickHeadz. The never-ending theme of the cute cubicle characters is having a blast this year, as we pretty much show the new ones every single episode of the news. This week, new Star Wars BrickHeadz were unveiled. The first pack there is Luke and Yoda with an expected price of $19.99. That is a double pack, and Yoda is my favorite character from Star Wars, and that was pretty much expected to have him in a BrickHeadz form ever since the Star Wars BrickHeadz started to show up. I love the fact that they captured his smaller body quite well, comparable to what we will have for the Hedwig the Owl fig build for the Harry Potter BrickHeadz. I bet he will be my favorite from the line, but you also have to admit that Luke is very well made as well, surprisingly portrayed in his Cloud City outfit, which you don't see in LEGO quite often. Is that another hint towards the upcoming UCS Cloud City set that is yet to be announced? Who knows? Luke has a very nice build for the hair, capturing his lengthy forelock. He has a belt and a blaster as well in his hand, and will probably become a very likable BrickHead overall. This pack has definitely some good value. The next one here is Princess Leia, also with her iconic haircut or hairstyle from the New Hope, and of course holding the blaster that she was wielding during the capture aboard the Tantive 4. I like the side printed bricks and tiles for her build. Those will be really nice because so far we have not seen any stickers on BrickHead sets. And this BrickHead will most likely be priced at $9.99 as usual. The last Star Wars BrickHead announced is Boba Fett. Pretty cool to see him in a mass market $9.99 BrickHead, because so far the only way to get him in this form was the exclusive New York Comic Con BrickHead pack with Boba Fett and Carbonite Han Solo, and as a collectible that one goes for quite a price. This Boba Fett is a bit different, utilizing the new triangle or corner 2x2 tiles for the front of his helmet that match up very nicely with the rest of the printed tiles. For me, they look simply better than the wedges used in the Comic Con version, and the rest of the build seems quite similar, but we will have to compare those guys closely once the set comes out. We do not know the set numbers or the exact pieces counts for those BrickHeads yet, but we'll let you know as soon as we find out. Also, 2 more BrickHeads were announced from Minecraft. The first Minecraft BrickHeads to ever come out in LEGO are Steve and Creeper, coming together in a set number 41612, and you gotta admit that this might be a triple brickception, if you may, going on here. We have Minecraft cubic style turned into cubic LEGO and then turned into cubic style BrickHeads, the best match in the world of toys. Anyway, I am particularly a fan of the Creeper. The well-known mob looks very good in this form, especially his iconic look for the legs was captured on point. I like those subtle prints here, and Steve himself for me looks even better than his never-changing minifigure version. With Minecraft being a big theme in LEGO now, with a number of characters introduced, by the way, check out our Minecraft collection video, I'm gonna link it below, I can see more Minecraft characters coming in the BrickHeads form in the near future. Next is probably Alex and a zombie, I can almost bet on that. This was a pretty awesome week for sneak peeks and unveilings. The next one here is also a nice little sneak peek posted by LEGO on Facebook about the possible Jurassic Park Visitor Center set that might be a big direct-to-consumer set soon. This short teaser clip resembles the final scene of the original movie, with the T-Rex in its full glory tearing apart the well-known location after fighting the Velociraptors, with all the stuff breaking and the perfectly timed banner falling down saying "When dinosaurs ruled the earth." This is the perfect timing, as this year we are having the 25th anniversary of the legendary movie hitting the theaters back in 1993, which is even recalled by the logo in the corner of the teaser, and in the background you can see what seems to be a wall of the visitor center, possibly from the awaited set. LEGO has already released one commemorative set of the original film, namely the Jurassic Park Velociraptor Chase, set number 75932, that Jack loves so much for being so full of Easter eggs and nostalgia. It is all just a guessing game and reading between the lines, as LEGO is quite known to tease big releases constantly, and well, we will have to wait and see, but that is one small step closer to this hyped set to be announced. I also have some sad news to report today about one of the original LEGO YouTube channels that was around for ages. The Brick Show channel just got terminated by YouTube for, quote, multiple third-party claims of copyright infringement regarding material the user posted. There is no specific information about which exact content was the cause of it, but unfortunately Brick Show did showcase preliminary pictures or information ahead of time in their videos on a few occasions. And as of today, the channel is still offline and we have no information about it coming back or not, but all in all, this is a cautionary story for any upcoming or growing YouTubers, no matter the topic, about how important it is to stick to official product assets, graphics, etc. only. If pictures have any watermarks or confidentiality marks that are preliminary, then they are a no-go for posting on any social media, YouTube included. It is very unfortunate to see one of the original channels with over 440,000 subscribers go, and well, hopefully we will see some more positive information on that case in the nearest future. Also, E3, the most awaited annual video game trade show in the industry, just concluded, and among all the big game reveals, there were some updates on the upcoming DC Supervillains game. Arthur Parsons from TT Games did an interview for IGN about the game, and I will link that below if you wanna get into all the details, but basically they shown the first level of the game. There was also a showcase of the feature called the Character Creator. They also displayed the character selection screen from which you can distinguish several known names that seemingly will appear in the game, namely Clayface, Cheetah, Deadshot, Gorilla Grodd, Harley Quinn, Joker, Killer Frost, Lex Luthor, Marcy Graves, Reverse Flash, and Solomon Grundy. It is also possible that we'll be able to play the ventriloquist as just a playable character. The game also features the open hub world, which will include Gotham, Metropolis, Arkham, Smallville, and Apocalypse. And also the voice cast for this game might be quite impressive, as it is probable that Mark Hamill will voice the Joker as he did for other Batman games, and Kevin Conroy may actually be the Batman, as he was the Batman's voice in the Batman animated series and also Batman video games, including Batman Arkham Knight. More news about the game should surface at San Diego Comic-Con, which is held next month, and yes, we will be there to get some news from that. And before we finish this news update, let's jump into the LEGO Ideas for a moment, a platform for anyone to submit an awesome LEGO creation in hopes of it becoming a real LEGO set. This week we have one set to break the magical 10,000 supporters barrier to get into the review stage, and that is the SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket by khehmeyer. As a massive SpaceX fan and a pretty much a loyal Elon Musk follower, I couldn't be happier, as I showcased this project in one of the episodes before. The Falcon Heavy rocket itself launched for the first time on February 6, 2018, and was a gigantic milestone not only for SpaceX but also for the entire space travel industry. We even hosted the livestream of the launch on our own livestream, and the designer published this project on the very same day, which is a very good timing, sir. The model is very nice, featuring all the details of this amazing rocket, and of course disassembles as the real thing with detachable boosters and the cargo compartment at the tip of the rocket. It features the Dragon spacecraft as cargo in this project, but if it ever became a LEGO set, I would love to see Elon's Tesla Roadster there, as it was launched with the rocket on that historic flight, marking possibly the best marketing move in humanity's history. The model is around 26 inches tall, featuring around 1700 parts, so it is still manageable as an Ideas set and even smaller in pieces count than the Saturn V rocket. This is the first Ideas project to get into the second 2018 review stage, and I really hope it will be one to be strongly considered for a LEGO Ideas set. If LEGO partners with Elon Musk on that one, that may open the road to maybe a LEGO Creator Tesla S, Tesla Model 3 or Tesla Model X at some point, which I would just love to see on the shelves. Alright, and that is it for this week's news update. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you can hit that like button right below if you enjoy our content. You can subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to click that bell notifications button to basically be notified whenever we upload a new video. Alright, it was Mike. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on BrickVault.